Find me on the rocks, Casey Chopz. Make sure you hit me up on Twitter, Instagram. Follow us on YouTube, MIA on the rocks. We're out here moving slowly but surely. Today's guest, not only is she easy on the eyes, but more importantly, she's a professional. She has a career. She specializes in real estate. She specializes in staying out of the mix. Yo, you do that well. I don't know how you do that.
I know.
How do you do that?
I don't know. I just be about my business. Honestly, like I just work, not be fake busy, but really, really work.
Yeah.
And I don't like to be out of the mix.
Damn.
Like and everybody's like, you as a realtor, you need to go out there and network.
Yeah.
You need to be out there meeting people. I meet people organically, you know?
Right.
And if I get my clients like that, I get my clients like that.
Yeah, you're not going to force it.
Right. I don't like going to mixers and handing out my business card and being like, oh, well, I'm a realtor. If you need...
Yeah.
It works for a lot of people. For me, I don't like to put that pressure, you know, and I don't like to put myself out there. So not that I'm close-minded, I'm very open-minded, but you know, it's just my thing. I don't like to be in big crowds. So this quarantine thing.
Is your life already like a quarantine, like naturally?
Yeah,
it is
low
key.
Low key, it really is. That's why people are like, "How's quarantine treating you?"
Are you like just naturally introverted? Like
no, but that's the crazy thing. Like around people, I'm a social butterfly. Like I can talk to you. I like to meet people, you know, but I don't put myself in like say Friday night, I'm not gonna be like, all right, let me get dressed up and go to the club. Yeah. You know, or like, all right, Friday.
Is it just like the club setting that you don't like? Just like mad people?
Yeah, like I could do a lounge. I like lounges.
Like a get together at someone's crib.
Get together. Depends who, you know. Right. I'm very cautious about who I keep around. But
I mean, you have a mystique. Like you have like a, like you're very good at like remaining private. Like you pop out, and then you're like, I don't know, like.
I get that a lot.
Do you do that like on purpose, or is that just kind of like naturally how you move?
That's just me. That's just me.
Wow, that's fire.
I mean, guess I really. Everybody's like, but why? And I'm like, I don't know. That's just me. Like I really. I go to school. I work. I like to stay home. You save money when you stay home too. So
that's true. But you live life when you go out and when spend money.
Yeah.
But you'd rather like spend money like out of the country and go on a vacation and like do it like that. Yeah, that's
one thing. Honestly, Casey, you won't see me at the store buying a Chanel bag. Whatever that Chanel bag costs, I could pay for my classes. Or whatever the Chanel bag costs, I could pay for some bills or put it towards my savings account. You know, like it's not like I need to be stunting.
You're right, but like what? Okay, that's like when you're in your grind mode, but like what do you do for fun? Like what do you spend money on for fun?
I like to travel.
Okay.
Yeah. Travel, spend time with my family.
Damn, when was the last time you traveled? This is the longest I haven't been on a plane. It's been like 4 months, 5 months.
Yeah. I think before this whole quarantine thing started, I went to DR in February, and like a week later, I went to Turks and Caicos. Okay. So, and then boom, quarantine. So it's like, okay, cool. So it hasn't been that bad.
You specialize in real estate. How long have you been doing real estate?
On and off for 6 years. But I used to work for a marketing firm. Okay. So that marketing firm closed down.
Was that the firm that you hired me to DJ on the yacht?
Yeah, yeah. So I was an associate director, and I was doing very well. So once it closed, I was like, all right, I don't want to work for nobody. I really don't want to work for nobody. Being an associate director, I was still working from home. Just traveling a lot. Like I was in different cities because you know how that marketing firm, we would do events all nationwide. Yeah. So I had my real estate license. So I'm like, I'm gonna just do it full time. And ever since then, I've been doing it full time. And like I was telling you earlier.
But I like to play therapist. Hold on. Okay. That thing when you said that you were like, yo, I don't want to have a boss anymore. I want to work for myself. What about that job gave you that insight that made you say like, you had that epiphany, like I don't want to have a boss?
So with that job, the marketing job, I was working from home. So I would wake up at whatever time, wear PJs. I could be at the beach with my laptop, connect my hotspot, and just get work done.
There's a gift and a curse to that, right? It's a double-edged sword.
There is. And I'll travel a lot with the job, right? Okay. So once they closed down,
because you had to, or because you had the freedom to do so and work?
No, I had to.
Oh, okay.
But even so, because we'll have an event in LA, and I'll have like a few extra days. The company, instead of flying you back home, you can ask to go somewhere else. So they'll fly you. If I wanted to go to Boston to visit my family, I could do that. You know. So once they closed down, I was looking for jobs, and I was like, going on Indeed, career builder. I'm like, nah, like this is not, I cannot stick to a schedule. I'll go to interviews and I'm like, 9 to 5 or 9 to 6, or you need to request days 2 weeks for vacation, you need to request it 2 weeks in advance.
It's too like repetitive.
I'm like, no, I can't do that. Like that's not me. So I was already doing real estate while I was doing the marketing thing. So I just have more clients. Once I put myself out there, I'm like, okay, I'm doing real estate. I was showing the little videos here and there. Boom, like all my clients, people refer me, because as a realtor, that's how you get your clients. It's not like, okay, you work for a big real estate company. No, it's all about who you know.
So would you say most of your clients come from your network that you already, people that you know, or
Definitely.
like you don't search for leads like that, or you don't fuck with?
I really don't need to.
Yeah.
So it all comes down to like, okay, who you surround yourself with, right? So the group of friends that I have, the people that I know, that they know people that are in whatever industry, they're looking for real estate. That, okay, I'll refer you to my cousin Eliza or my friend Eliza or this girl that I know Eliza. So if you have a friend, so it's all referrals. So, and that's another thing. I like to work with people that are referred by somebody. Right. Just because in real estate,
you get the cosign. You don't have to waste your time. You don't have to meet a stranger.
Well, that's the thing. There's a lot of crazy stories with female realtors, that you'll get a call like, oh, hey, I'm interested in buying a house. And then boom, it's some stalker. Somebody that's deeply in love with you.
Boom, you're in a minivan on Taken. Like,
I got a pepper spray in my kitchen.
That's
I really do got a pepper spray just in case. But I still ask them to, take a picture of your driver's license, send it to me. Who referred you, or how did you hear about me? And if it's some stranger, and I've gotten calls like that. That's like, hey, I want to buy a house. All right, cool. Who referred you? Oh, no, I found you on realtor.com. Okay, send me a picture of your driver's license. All right, cool. Send me proof of income. Because it's like... That's
important too, because you got all these like...
And there's stories. There's a realtor in Atlanta that she got murdered while doing a quote unquote showing. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, a very pretty girl. Because now a lot of beautiful women are doing real estate.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to say. I mean, if you're smart and you know your shit, it's like, all right.
Yeah. Damn.
You get clients. But yeah, so you got to be very cautious. A lot of people want to get into real estate. Great. Do it. There's a lot of money in there. But always, that's why I don't go to random places, to try to get clients. Because I don't need to. I know people that refer me, And if not, then one video that I put on my Instagram, and I don't even got a lot of followers. So one video that I put on my Instagram, I get...
So how's the real estate climate been through this whole pandemic? You said you've been more busy.
Casey, honestly, once this pandemic hit, I've been busy, like working with clients left to right. Why? Because, all right, the people that have been saving up to buy, they're ready because either they're stuck at home with a bunch of, family members, husbands, wife, whatever the case is. They got time. Not only that, they're saving. People get to save more, and they're taking advantage of the market right now. If somebody's in a bad position that they're trying to sell their house because they lost their jobs and they can't pay for their mortgage, they're gonna list their house X price, right? And if they're in a rush to sell, you can negotiate that. Yeah. They're gonna come. It sucks, but I always tell my clients, like, you could lowball. You could put a lowball offer and just see what's the worst they can say no. All right, cool. So we'll counter offer. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it works out for the buyers, Yeah. So sellers is like, okay. So everybody's like, okay, how's the real estate market right now? That's a question I get all the time. And it's like, we don't know. Right. We don't know if it's going to crash, if it's going to go, if the price is going to drop, if they're going to rate. We don't know that because we don't know what's going on with COVID. Yeah. But what I do say is if you're ready to buy and you're ready financially and you want to buy a house and your credit is good, go for it.
What about selling?
Selling too.
Same shit.
Because at the end of the day, you're the seller. You put the price. Obviously, you work with a realtor that will do a market analysis, check to see, what's the value of your property. And then you decide if you want to accept whatever offer a buyer is giving you or not, know?
But see, you think it's going to crash more, like around election time? Like,
see, that's the thing.
Like, I'm like, personally for me, like, I'm out, like, looking around, seeing what's going on. But, like, I feel like it's going to drop lower. Like, I feel like...
But we don't know.
Yeah. If we knew, we'd be millionaires.
Exactly. It's like, all right, people are like, well, I don't know if I should buy right now. I want to wait till election, like, till after November. It's like, okay. If that's what you want, cool. But if you're ready, that's what I'm saying. If you're ready to buy right now, buy. If you come across a property that you really like, and that just recently happened to one of my clients, the seller lost his job. he's desperate. He needs the money.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So
it's desperation, but unfortunately, it's good for business.
Yeah,
but
so
like,
it goes both ways.
Yeah.
It could be beneficial for the buyer, or it could be beneficial for the seller, because you're getting off a property off of your hands that you no longer could afford.
Yeah.
So before you file for bankruptcy, sell the house, and that's it. You take care of whatever debt you have.
Damn.
So yeah, it's a lot. That's what I'm telling you. A lot of people want to get into real estate because the money is good, and they see like, oh, it's all glitz and glam. But
what's the numbers? Like 90% of realtors that get their license, they fell out.
Yeah, the first year is hard. The first year is hard because you don't know. Look, the real estate class, it just teaches you how to pass the exam, but that real world experience, that's how you gain it, by experience.
Right.
You're gonna mess up. Unless you have a good broker that's behind you,
like a mentor that could like teach you
a mentor. But the real estate brokerage that you work with, that they usually help you out a lot, especially when it's your first year as a realtor. I work for a small firm that's called GCR Realty simply because I know the broker. So if I need him at 12 a.m., he's picking up his phone at 12 a.m. Instead of working for a Keller Williams or Remax or whatever. You know? So it works out in my favor. But yeah, real estate is crazy. It's a crazy game.
But that's good.
But that's where the money's at. For sure.
You be doing like showings with masks and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I bring gloves for my clients, mask. Crazy. I got my spray in my bag, the Germex, everything.
That shit is crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yo, so I gotta ask you some this or that's, okay? Yo, red wine or white wine?
Red.
Tequila or Henny?
Henny.
Sephora or MAC?
Sephora.
Lipstick or lip gloss?
Lipstick.
The boyfriend who plays mad video games or the boyfriend who's always in the club?
Video games.
Okay. Ashanti or Aaliyah?
Ooh, Aaliyah.
Iced coffee or hot coffee?
Hot coffee.
Bad Bunny or Ozuna?
Ozuna,
okay. Appetizer or dessert?
Damn, man. I'm a foodie.
Yeah?
Both.
Are you a foodie?
I am.
You don't like show it off on your IG, really. You're not like one of the food people that had like food boomerang.
Man,
Every plate is a food boomerang.
Nah.
That's
but
not.
I could eat. Like I enjoy good food.
Yeah.
Appetizers. I need my appetizer, my entree, and my dessert.
Yeah, like the full course every time?
The full course.
That's
yeah.
What is your go-to? Okay, let me ask you this. Do you eat out more, or are you more like in the crib, cook?
I cook more in the crib, but depending, because with my job, it's like, okay, if I'm out all day, I don't got time to cook, or I get home and I'm tired and I don't want to cook. But if I'm home, I'm gonna cook.
So what's your go-to? Like, what would you say you eat out most? Like what? Because I'm on Chipotle, like a smooth 4 days a week.
I know.
Yo, you see, I'm in the stock, like I'm in it already. What do you go? Like, what do you?
So I was telling you, recently I kind of went vegan.
How long ago?
It's been like a month now.
Damn.
Yeah. And
that shit is like a gang. They like sworn you in and shit. You join
I don't know. I was trying to do it like as a lifestyle change. And honestly, I like it. It's not like I don't crave meat. I don't remember when was the last time I had.
So before you ate chicken, red meat, fish, and now you went cold turkey? Like you cut it all out?
Not cold turkey. It's been a month. I'll have fish here and there. Like my cheat days, quote unquote cheat days, is like shrimp. That's fish. Yeah. You know, like it's. But when I order out, I moved to downtown now, so I have like a bunch of healthy spots. So I'll get like them bowls, like them veggie bowls,
the poke bowls, and the
the smoothies, the soups, the lentil soups, a lot of sautéed vegetables. But it's good.
So so you cook vegan?
Yeah.
And what do you like? What's your go-to?
Sautéed vegetables. And to substitute like the texture
protein
of the meat, I cook mushrooms. Like I saute the mushrooms, and then I'll do my plantains. Like I'll do plantains. Of
course, claro. Okay.
With vegetables.
Damn, but you can't really eat any Dominican food.
Nah.
Damn, that doesn't break your heart?
No. I've been eating it for so long. Yeah. Honestly, if I go back up north, and I be with my family, then I'll have some Dominican food because I love how my family cook. They cook amazing, and I'll make an exception there. But now, I really like. I see meat, and I'm like, all right. But it's not for everybody. I'm not trying to be one of those vegans that are like, okay, well,
force it on people.
Like, nah, meat is good.
Have you had the Impossible Burger?
Yes, I have.
Does it live up to the hype?
Yes, it's good.
Does it taste like a regular burger?
Yeah, it tastes like a burger. It's good.
Damn, I need to try it.
I'm trying to tell you, this whole quarantine thing have people changing, their lifestyle, the way they eat,
Is this for me? Is like, I guess for men, I feel like it's a little more difficult because especially if you're a guy who's in the gym that works out, you need protein. And to get that source of protein, like a steak, chicken, compared to whatever you would substitute it for, like, greens or whatever. You need your greens, but what are we talking about? Like, the protein does not add up. Like, if I go vegan, I'll for sure get super
There's a lot of people, men, that are vegan, and it works out for them. There's a lot of recipes online.
I don't know, man. It's too scary for me.
I'm not telling you. I'm not trying to like.
Yeah, no, I know.
Like, just try. Especially if you're working out. I'm telling you, it's good for your skin. You know what? I'm not even gonna go there because I'm starting to sound like one of those vegans.
No, do it. Keep on.
It's good for your skin. For men, it's good for other things.
Did you have like a vegan friend do that to you to get you to like join the gang?
Not nobody do it to me, but like I've seen people that have gone vegan, have turned vegan.
You have close friends that are vegan?
Not really.
Nah.
No.
Damn, that's like that's some West Coast shit too. You moved to all my friends who moved to LA, they're vegan. Whenever someone goes to LA, I'm like, yo, you vegan now? For real.
It's true. But yeah, no, it's good. It's a good,
See, I don't cook.
I
can make toast.
Listen, sorry to cut you off, but listen, go on Google, look up recipes. And I'm telling you, it's super easy.
It's not.
Go to Whole Foods.
This is my thing. I have ADD, so I probably should do it to like calm myself. It's soothing. You know what I'm saying? To cook and just listen to music and just chill out.
But you have the time, no?
I do.
Well, then you know what you could do? Whole Foods, they sell the pre-packed, which is already cooked. You just gotta like warm it up on the stove, not the microwave.
Hell nah.
Don't use the microwave. Yeah. But try it out.
Damn, you know what I want to tell my boy to do? Because that's another thing. It's hard to cook for one person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No, but save it. And then whatever you're hungry for a snack, you just pull it out.
Yeah, I don't like leftovers.
Please,
I'd rather go out.
That's some bougie stuff. I don't like leftovers.
I tried the meal prep services and shit.
Oh my God, Casey.
What? No.
You're such a bachelor.
No, I tried them and I'm like, yo, I'm eating like chicken from like the day before. I'm like, I'd rather just go out and go to Chipotle, go to Fresh Kitchen.
Wouldn't you rather a meal that you cleaned, where it came from, Like,
Chipotle is the top 1% meat. I don't know. Listen, I'm not going to McDonald's. I'm not doing fast food. Like, I'm not doing Wendy's.
So Chipotle is not fast food?
No way.
No.
Absolutely not.
I don't know. I don't trust it. If I were you,
there's no hormones in the chicken. That's like why Chipotle popped off, is because it's good meat.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no.
Listen, to each his own, but just give it a try.
If you look at my fridge, it's embarrassing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna look at your fridge.
It's a bachelor fridge.
You don't go grocery shopping?
Yeah, but I'll get simple shit. Like what I'm trying to do is get my boy to teach me how to do a sancocho, so I could have it for the whhole week. You get me? You just keep it in like a sancocho.
But you don't eat leftovers.
But sancocho's different. That's like soup. That's different. Like you could put it in you know what I'm saying? That's
okay, Casey. Look, quinoa. You can say some quinoa. I don't know how you say it.
I used to make quinoa. I could do quinoa.
You could do some with sauteed vegetables, right? On the side. Okay. And then some plantains.
Okay.
Like, you like maduros?
Yeah.
That's a whole meal right there.
No, it is. But then I wouldn't have variety in my cooking game, Like when I used to cook, I went through like 6 months of where I cooked a lot, but I would just make the same thing. Like, I eat to live. I don't live to eat. You feel me?
Okay.
So like, I don't, nah, for real. So I'll just like eat some shit real quick, get it over with, and go back to like what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like, I guess you would say a foodie.
I'm a foodie.
Where's your favorite place you've ever eaten?
My grandma's house.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because you've been to like Europe, obviously. Yeah. You've been to the Caribbean. You've been to South America.
Oh, well, I'm not going to lie. When I went to Colombia, that bandeja paisa.
You like it? It's too much food. You could eat that for the whole day and you're good.
Well, like I said, I could eat. Like, I could eat. Like, I could. But the bandeja paisa, like, the mixture of everything there is like, that's fire. When I was eating meat. But yeah,
you went from over here to like over here.
Yeah.
That's the thing with Colombian. Like when I go to Colombia or Colombian food, it's like, and even I would imagine DR, like it's a lot of fritura. Like I'm not trying to like.
A lot of fritura.
It's hard to find just like grilled chicken or like regular. I mean, you could find it, but.
Yeah, it's not the same.
So damn. So Brugal or Barcelo?
Man, I got really bad memories of both, but I'll say Brugal just for the sake of it.
Really? You said you don't drink like hard liquor, right?
No. But when I go to DR,
You have to, you have to do it different.
You have to have like.
I'm sorry, but the vegan thing is gonna be lifted when you go to DR.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's a given. Yeah. I pick and choose when I'm vegan. Quarantine, I'm vegan, right?
When's the last time you went to DR?
February.
So wait, tell me, where's your family from in DR?
My mom is from La Vega.
Okay.
And my father was from Tenares.
Yo, shout out to you just reminded me when you said La Vega. Shout out to Dominican Manny. Do you follow him on Instagram?
No.
He's like a poppin'. You'll probably know who he is. He's like a poppin'.
Search him up. Dominican Manny.
Yeah, he's
Oh, I've seen him.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna follow him.
He's on
he does funny skits.
Yeah, but the thing is that he got hit with COVID, and he's on a ventilator right now and stuck in La Vega. So, and he was like in an induced coma and shit.
Damn, I'll pray for him.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Yo, prayers out for Dominican Manny. They had like a thing on his IG live, and yeah, that shit's crazy. I couldn't imagine, like, cause my boy was like, yo, La Vega is a small town. That's like you know what I'm saying?
It's a real small town.
What so okay, continue. You said your mom?
La Vega.
Okay.
My dad Tenares.
Okay, where's that at?
It's near San Francisco de Macorís.
Okay.
San Pedro de Macorís.
Is that close to Santo Domingo or closer to like Santiago?
It's the Cibao. You know how Santo Domingo is not the Cibao area? It's close to La Vega. It's closer to Santiago.
Okay.
Just so you have an idea. You've been to Santiago?
I've never been to DR.
Bro, like what?
How crazy is that, right? But I'm waiting because I'm waiting.
And flights? Okay, you're waiting for
like
COVID.
A smooth $17 right now to go. And DR's like, yo, I saw the map of all the countries that are open right now.
Yeah, DR is open.
It's like the only country on the world that we can go to. You know that, right?
Mexico.
Those two. And like...
Yeah. DR is open. I was just checking today. A round flight from Miami to Santiago is $208.
Wow.
208. That is super good. Yeah. And the resorts, the fees are very, very low. Like,
see, that's the thing. I don't want to go to a resort.
I know. I don't like going to resorts. I like going to the country.
I'm waiting for someone to like take me over there because I'm trying to do it for real, you know?
Yeah.
So you'll like...
have fun.
Okay. So back to this or that. El Campo or La Ciudad?
La Ciudad.
Okay.
Yeah. I like El Campo.
Yeah.
But I need my Wi-Fi. I need AC. Like when you're in DR and the mosquitoes are eating you up alive. Oh, Jesus, yes.
But people do that every day.
You gotta boil. I will go and put the water in a pot, and boil it, and then go to the tub and just take a little cup.
And then they would say the water that would fall, you would re-get it.
Right.
Like,
yeah. It's a real struggle. We're spoiled out here.
Crazy, right? We don't even realize it.
Yeah.
Were you born in DR?
No, I was born in Massachusetts.
In Lawrence?
Yeah.
Damn, I want to go there. I heard that place is amazing.
Yeah, why? Why is that place amazing?
I just heard it's amazing. I heard
what's so amazing about it?
The food is amazing. The culture.
What else?
You know what I'm saying? What do you mean? My boy's from there. He's got an apartment over there. So
yeah, no, Lawrence is a small little DR.
I was in I was in like a club in like Fort Lauderdale, and like these two white girls were like from Boston. They're like, yeah, we're from Boston. I'm like, damn, I want to go. I want to go to Lawrence. They're like, oh my God, why do you want to go to Lawrence? They looked at me like I was an alien, yo.
Yeah, no, it's filled with Dominicans.
Apparently, that's like the Hialeah of like Boston.
Yeah, it is.
Oh shit.
Filled with Dominicans, though.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So
it is.
So is your family from like the El Campo part?
Yeah.
Or so when you go there, you're like...
No, I'm in the city.
When you visit family?
Yeah, I go to the city, but I go to the Campo to visit my dad's side of the family. Because, but I stay in La Vega or Santiago. Just because it's a little bit, it's city, there's more to do. There's AC.
Is it But yeah, I want to go. That's definitely, that's 100%
I'm telling you,
on
DR, you can't go to the resorts. I was thinking about going to the resort because of quarantine. I'm like, I'll just go.
Like it might be safer and low key.
Yeah,
like when you think about it.
You're away from family that want to visit you and, the whole shebang. And then you cannot be like, oh, no, wear a mask.
Yeah.
It's like, no.
We're on the beach.
You're right.
Yo, people are wearing masks outside, like running and shit. That
I
shit.
Can't. Not to run.
What are your personal beliefs on like the COVID thing? Like,
I don't even know. There's so many conspiracy theories right now.
Are you one of those?
What?
Like,
what do you mean one of those?
Like the 5G towers or like.
Nah, my friend, she came down. She came down to do a vacation during quarantine. I'm like, girl, stay your ass at home. But
she came to the epicenter for vacation. Like, welcome, like to the most. Okay.
So she passed by Bayfront. And you know them little satellites thing that they have there? It's like some blue, I think it's like for Wi-Fi or something. I don't know. It's these poles that are in Bayfront. She's like, CE, that's 5G. That's what's killing all of you guys. That's why people in Miami are not smart and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, girl, you're coming from Boston to over here, to come on vacation.
Yeah.
But I don't believe in none of those conspiracy theories.
So what is your stance on it? Like, what is your beliefs?
I don't know. My thing is, this is going to pass.
Yeah.
I don't know what to believe. We don't know. We're blinded from whatever the truth is.
Yeah.
You and I cannot come. We can come to our own, like, okay, this is what's happening, whether it's 5G or the government, whatever, but we don't know.
Let me ask you this. Is it A or B? Is it A, people are still learning about it, even the biggest doctors, scientists, people in government, everyone's still learning as we go? Or is it B, there's something going on, someone's doing some hidden agenda, like something doesn't add up? Is it
both?
Something? It's both?
It's both.
Yeah.
Something is going on. These doctors are trying to figure out what's going on, the resolution to COVID. But I feel like in the back end, there's some type of, but you know what? I don't know, because the government could be hearing us right now.
They're listening to my podcast. Welcome, guys. Just subscribe. If you're at the Pentagon, please hit subscribe. If you're at the White House, hit subscribe.
Imagine.
But
I don't know. I just want it to pass so everything could go back. I know it's not gonna go back exactly to how it was, but to go back to some type of normal.
Shit, I hope so. I hope clubs come back, man.
I
don't know. Like for me, like just for my mental sanity, it's things that I can't change, I'd rather just not worry about it. You know what I'm saying? There's too many people that need, like I learned in the probably last 2 years to be uncomfortable with uncertainty. Like it's okay to be, I don't know, and then give it to God. You know what I'm saying? Have faith in something bigger than you.
That's the only
and just
way.
fall back and breathe easy. You know what I'm saying? But the people that need like a conclusion in their mind, they're looking and searching for like 5G. Like they need a story to tell themselves to like be able to breathe easy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I don't got time for that. It's like, what are we gonna do? Yeah. There's billions of people in this world.
Yeah.
So you're going to come up with a theory, and then what?
Yeah.
You're going to drive yourself crazy. This is a time that you should just be taking it easy, go day by day.
People are losing their mind.
Oh, heck yeah. You saw that video of that guy that...
I've seen a gazillion videos.
That got in the... what's it called? In the truck that was just banging on
He was on the hood?
On the hood, yeah.
Florida shit.
On the 16-wheeler, whatever that was.
People are losing their mind.
Yeah.
Everybody had like medicates with something, you know what I mean? Like whether it's drinking, whether it's smoking, whether it's gambling, whether it's,
I think money plays a big part.
Yeah.
On the mental health issues. So it could go both ways, right? People lose their mind because they lost their jobs or they cannot provide for their family. They don't know what to do. Or the people that do have it is like, okay, what am I going to do with it now?
Right.
In their own sense. Because it's like, okay, you and I are like, okay, we got money. We know what to do.
Right.
Buy real estate, pay my bills, whatever. But sometimes I feel like there's a lot of people that got the money and they already did everything they wanted to do, that they don't know what to do next. Or they go into drugs, lose their mind.
They find something to medicate with because they can't just sit still and just be.
Yeah, but there's a lot going on in the world.
This shit is ruining relationships too. People are realizing like, wait, I've had to like stay home with this chick for 3 months.
Yeah. I know.
What a time. What a time. What a time.
I know.
Damn.
That's the times that we're living in right now.
So a condo or a house?
A house.
Bachata or merengue?
Oof. Bachata.
Love or money?
Love.
Okay. Skiing in Aspen or parasailing in San Juan?
Oh, parasailing.
Horror movie or comedy?
Comedy,
yeah. Are you a Netflix person?
Yeah.
Have you on Netflix?
Well, I've been on Netflix. I got put onto that show, El Señor de los Cielos. Fire. That's all I gotta say.
Is that in Colombia? Is the setting in Colombia?
It's in Mexico and Colombia.
Okay.
It's like cartel type of series. You gotta watch it. El Señor de los Cielos. Like legit, I've been hooked.
What?
Like I've been doing my work on my laptop and I got my TV playing El Señor de los Cielos and it's fire. Like,
is there like mad seasons and episodes and shit?
Bruh, the first season has like 60 something episodes.
Oh shit.
Just the first season.
That sounds like the Pablo Escobar shit I used to watch.
No, but this is good. This is really good. Yeah, I recommend it.
And it's one season or?
No, I don't know how many seasons. I'm in season 1. But I'm in like episode 57. My sister saw me the other day. I was in episode, what is it? Season 1, episode like 30. Next time she sees me, I'm in like episode 67. And she's like, bruh, what have you been doing with your time? And they're like an hour long.
I was going to say, how long are they?
About an hour.
Okay.
So it's like, yeah, what you been doing with your time?
Yeah, shit, episode 63.
I legit been going to bed late just watching that.
Yeah. So night owl or early person?
Early person.
Yeah. What time do you usually wake up?
I be up around 6.
What?
Yeah. Like legit, I wake up, take a shower, and then I just get to work or make some coffee, you know, like just up.
You've always been like that?
Always.
What time you go to sleep?
I go to sleep late. Well, 11, 12. So you think if I'm up at 6 a.m., I'll go to sleep at like 9 or 10, which ideally, wishfully thinking, that's what I would want. Damn. But no, I might go to bed at 11, but don't fall asleep till like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
And then I'm up at 6. But not because I need to be up, but my body just be up. Even if I just stay in bed for an hour.
Do you do, like when you're doing work, like, do you go to like the office, like the brokerage office?
No.
You do a lot of shit at the crib?
No, my broker's office is in Weston.
Ooh.
And I live in downtown.
Ooh.
So I'm not taking that drive.
That's far.
Yeah, so I'm working. I don't need to go to the office.
Yeah. You like working by yourself or in a team?
By myself.
Sweet or spicy?
Ooh, spicy.
Would you rather know an uncomfortable truth or believe a comforting lie?
Uncomfortable truth.
Okay. Fashion or music?
Fashion.
Jagged Edge or 112?
Whoa. Ay. Jagged Edge.
Jagged Edge. Mofongo or Mangu?
Mangu.
Okay. Marriage and no kids or no kids and marriage?
Marriage and no kids.
Uh-huh.
Not married and have kids.
Right.
Not married and have kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need kids. I need to leave. Some little Eliza's running around in this.
Word. My mom is like giving me that pressure.
Yeah.
You be getting that pressure?
Age. Oh yeah.
But like, thank God, like I have my niece now. And it kind of like took pressure off.
She's so cute. Oh my God.
I'm obsessed with her.
She's adorable.
Oh my God, I'm obsessed with her. She's going to be a problem. She's only like one.
Oh yeah.
She's only like one and a half,
beautiful.
like running around. Like,
yeah. I see
crazy.
her pictures. I see your sister posting. I'm like, oh my God, she's so cute.
Intelligent boyfriend or funny boyfriend?
Intelligent.
Okay. London or Paris?
London.
Sushi or tacos?
Tacos.
Okay. Where's your favorite taco spot around here?
Come on, man. Koyo Taco.
Really? Is that?
I love Koyo Taco.
Because you said you moved downtown.
Yeah.
So it's right there.
It's right
Have you had Rocco's before?
Yeah, but I'm not in Fort Lauderdale. Yeah, nah.
I'm obsessed with guac.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'm like
the
a
guac,
crackhead for that shit.
Yeah, guac is fire, but
Damn.
I love Koyo Taco.
A boyfriend who cheats but he's ballin' or loyal and makes 50K?
Oh, loyal makes 50K.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't got time for that.
Damn, you're really not like these other girls, Elijah.
What do you mean?
Huh? Like, yo. All right, we lit.
You know what's the thing? Okay, let's talk about that question. When you're working and you can hold your own and you have a boyfriend that's making 50K, let's work in a team, you know? So that usually, when a woman usually wants a man that, okay, he's cheating, but he got mad money, is because she can't stand on her own. You know, like she needs him.
Okay.
You know, or she doesn't want to work and she's lazy.
Or she likes the status of it. You know what I'm saying?
I understand, but that comes with that. Even if you have the status, do you really want to work? I know a lot of people that they want the status, but because they don't want to work. You know? So it's like, I want to work. Like I work.
Clearly.
You know?
Clearly.
No, not like that. But like, I'm all for working.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need a man. I mean, it's a plus. All right, you want to help me out? Cool. But it's not something that I need.
Right.
Now, if my man is making 50K, as long as you have ambition and you're working towards something, your goals, and you don't want to settle in that 50K, cool. But it's not like,
do you think someone who's like our age, right? Like around our age, do you think it's too late to invest in someone like on the come up, like with potential? You know what I'm saying? Like when you're younger, you could get with someone who I guess is behind but has potential. You know what I'm saying? Or now is it like prove it already? Like we're at the age where you have to like, you know what I'm saying? Like I got to see something now.
We are at that age that by now you got to have your shit together.
Exactly.
You know, by now, or at least have the means. Okay, I'm working. This is my plan. I'm working towards getting to this point in my life. You know, but you got to see that person working towards that. It's not something like, okay, well, you know, I'm going to make it in life, but I'm still stuck on my 9 to 5, not making any moves once I get off of work. You know, like that's all I know, the 50K salary. Yeah. No, my man, like you're going to get off of work, you're going to go to the gym and you're going to, you know, work on your business goals. Yeah. You're not just going to stay stagnant in one job. So, like, by this age, yes, we should have at least.
So it could be the 9-to-5 boyfriend, but like he can't just be cool with like a stale 9-to-5, just like chilling 9 to 5.
No,
He's got to have like ambition to grow. Exactly.
Of course. What's the fun of that? Especially when you're out there as a woman, you're out there, you're a hustler, you're out there working, staying up late at night, like dealing with different people, getting your job done. Yeah. And then he's cool with that. I'm not cool with that.
Yeah.
Like, okay, well, I'm cool. I report to my boss. Nah.
It's crazy because like for me and the way I was raised, like, and what I want now for me is I kind of like the old school vibe to the relationship, but I know that's not really going to work. Do you think you can kind of like combine both things and kind of get the best of both worlds?
Of course. That's why you got to find chemistry with somebody. Right. And be at the same point and communication. Once you talk to that person that you're with and be like, okay, this is my plan. This is what I want. You gotta support them in whatever their plans are, but at the same time, work on yourself. And that's where a lot of relationships go wrong. That's like you're supporting your man on coming up that you forget about yourself, or vice versa. A lot of times that happens. This day and age, a lot of people, they want to meet somebody that already made it. They don't want to help nobody. Like we're at that age and we're millennials, and it's all about what you see on the gram. Like you want your man to buy those Venus flowers that cost like $400. A man that makes $50K is not about to spend $400, or he better not. If I had a man that made $50,000 as a salary, he better not be spending $400 on a bouquet of flowers. Right. Because take that $400, invest it on yourself.
Or buying designer clothes.
Right. A lot of you. Oh, that kills me. Why buy a Maserati, and you're...
Like, these dudes have, like, Dior shoes but don't own any property. You're renting, like, you're just living off, like...
Yeah, no. Yeah. That's a whole dub for me. Like, that's why I'm like, I can't. It's hard.
Have you learned, like, based off experience? Like, past relationships and stuff like that?
I haven't had bad luck when it comes to that. Whoever, the people in my past, they've been very ambitious. Well, So it's cool, but I see like stories from my friends, from what they tell me, and it's just like, I don't want to be in that situation.
So based like off all your past relationships, what is like the one lesson you would say that you've learned from like just your experience? Like, do you know what I'm saying? As far as what you don't want and as far as what you do want. Like if you put all your relationships in like one sancocho and you had to like, and you had to like say, okay, out of all my experience, this is what I do not want in a man. This is what I don't want that I've learned. And this is what I do want that I've learned.
What I do want is communication. Like like I'm big on communicating. Like I'm A through Z. Like I'll wake up in the morning, I'll tell you, hey babe, I'm gonna do this, this, and I'm going here. And like just for security.
But it's like you want it to feel like a team. Exactly. That you guys are knocking shit out together. What's your sign?
Right, I'm a Virgo.
Okay, yeah.
So I need that in return. It can't be like I'm giving 100% and only receiving 60. Right. Like, no, I need 100%. If I'm giving 100%, I need 100%. Right. So that's one thing I've learned. If I'm going to give my 100% to you, I expect 100%. Right.
Like the rhythm has to be the same. Like,
and I've had somebody once tell me that, Eliza, just because you're one way, don't expect the other person to be that way too. Yeah. And it's like, okay, well, I'm not going to settle. I'm not going to settle until I get that.
Yeah, I've had problems where like people would say like, the thing is like, maybe I don't communicate enough, but I'm not a texter. You know what I'm saying?
No, it doesn't have to be texting. You could call. Yeah. I'm big. Shit, even better. If somebody calls me and be like, babe, this is what I'm doing, or how's your day? Like in communication, I'm not telling you to like not let me breathe. Cause Right. But at the same time, it's like communication. I'm big on communication because again, in a relationship, I feel like moving forward, I'll give my 100%, but I will need my 100% in return. It can't be like, all right, well, hey, good morning. And I'm telling you, hey, good morning. I'm doing A, B, Z, D, and you're just like, okay, good morning. I'm chilling. It's like, nah.
But have you had the times when it's like, when you're together, the rhythm is fine, right? Like there's communication, communication is good. But then when it's like, you guys aren't together, then it just like switches up is what you're saying?
Right. No, just overall, just communication. Because I'm big on the vibe, right? Like once you're with your man or with your girl, like you have to be able to vibe out together and like talk about stuff that you don't talk to with anybody else. Like we can sit here and have a glass of wine and just talk shit about everything, about, gossip at work or, whatever, just talk about a bunch of stuff. I like that. because I'm big on communication. Like, let's talk about everything and anything, you know, whether we're texting or we're on the phone or we're together. So that's what I'm saying about giving 100%. I feel like I'm a person that, you know, like my future relationship, I will give it my 100%, but I would need that in return in all aspects, not just communication. Yeah. So that's where I'm at.
What other aspects though?
It's just a lot of stuff. Okay. It's just a lot of stuff. Like
it's just a lot of tough out here. There's not a lot. There's not a selection out here.
Who you telling?
A lot of these girls are bobas, bro. Like it's tough. It's very tough.
I know.
That's why I've been saying, like, I feel like I need to like date a girl from up north. I'm kind of like because it seems like all the girls. Damn, I don't want to
Watch what you choose your words.
Yeah, I was going to say, number one, I'm shooting myself in the foot. That's number one. Number two, I don't like generalizing, but just based off my experience and what I've noticed, women from up north, they're quicker. They're mentally, they're you know, they're faster. I'm very like cerebral. So like in conversation, there has to be like a rhythm.
Right.
And there's got to be like boom, boom, whether it's sense of humor or whether it's whatever we're talking about, there's got to be like a rhythm.
I don't know, Casey. I don't know if it's a Miami thing, if it's Miami girls. It all depends on where you're meeting these girls. That's another thing.
Damn,
where are you meeting these girls?
Hit me with the therapy talk right now.
No, it's not that. It's that a lot has to do with your upbringing, with that woman's upbringing. You know, was there a father in the picture while they were growing up? That plays a huge role.
I agree.
Was she going to church? You know, is she a religious person? You know, like, I'm not trying to knock nobody, because to each his own. Everybody has, you know, but it's not a Miami thing. It's how these girls were brought up.
But let me ask you this. Are you of the belief, can you meet the one in the club?
Yeah.
Or that, okay.
You can meet the one at the club.
Because there's like an assumption that good girls do not go to the club. Like, of course, women like to go out and have fun. You can meet.
Right.
What people have told me, because I'm in the nightlife, you're never going to meet your future wife in the club.
Casey, because you're a DJ.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But still, like.
That's tough, because, you know, a lot of women, if they're not secured with themselves, it's going to be tough. Especially a good girl that stays home.
Yeah.
Stays home, goes to work or go to school, does her own thing, and then you're over here late at night around a bunch of beautiful women. It's like,
But at the same time,
I'm not saying it can happen. It could happen. I'm just saying.
But at the same time, like, I've had both worlds where it's like I do get the homebody, and it's like I like to go out like with my girl. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I need a girl that I can go out with and drink and go to, you know, on dates and shit. But then when you get the girl who's too into that, she doesn't have the other side of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to find.
So do you think people find everything they want in a person? Because you're going to have to make some sacrifices.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
You know, in relationships, you're going to have to make some type of sacrifices. You're not going to find, unfortunately, everybody has, okay, I want my dream guy. He's like this, like that, like this, and like that. But it's like, are you going to find everything? Like,
it's almost like, what defects are you cool with? That's more important.
Right. Exactly. So you got to think about that.
The grass isn't always greener.
It's not, man. So that whole comment about Miami girls and up north is the same. Because think about it. A lot of people that live up north, they move to Miami. So now I could be considered a Miami girl, because I've been living here since, I don't know, 2014, 16. I don't remember. My friends from Boston, they're like, you're not from Boston, you're from Miami.
Damn.
Yeah, it's like, nah, but you know, but Miami girls are this, nah, like, you can't generalize them. But I know what you're talking about.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you see differences between, like, let's say, like, New York men and Miami men?
Oh,
like,
for sure.
So. For
sure. But differences in their behavior.
Okay.
You know, as far as, you know, how they maneuver, how they carry themselves, how they dress, you know, how
Tell
they
me some
talk,
of the differences, what you would say, like, between. Tell me some things some pros about Miami men and some cons versus some pros about.
Well, you act like I've been knowing like mad Miami guys like that, because a lot of people that I know from Miami, they're from up north.
Oh.
They live in that's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
A lot of people that I know, they live in Miami, but they're not from Miami. But what I can tell you about Miami men, from the ones that are from Miami, is that they're a little bit. And I'm not saying everybody. I'm just saying.
Yeah, we're not generalizing. You know, this is just our experiences, guys.
They're more into themselves. You know, they're more.
Okay.
I don't know. They're very into themselves, and it's like, all right. New York guys, on the other hand, is like, you know,
You wouldn't say they're not into themselves, like.
They are, but in a different aspect. Like, I feel like men over here are a little bit more feminine.
Okay.
They got like little feminine aspects to them, like.
Like, okay,
Not
like Metro.
everybody.
Right. No, be clear.
But,
Like, yeah.
You know, like over here, like once I moved down here, like I seen the guys that are from Miami that they wear lubes and they like match. They look at themselves in the mirror a lot. They moisturize their faces. You know, they go and get manicures and pedicures. And guys from New York, they look fly.
Mm-hmm. But it's just more. It comes off like, more masculine to you.
Yeah, it's more masculine. Over here, they're definitely more, you know.
Okay, now tell me like the opposite. Tell me something that is a pro about Miami men and a con about. Yeah, like, what do you like?
I don't know, man.
Maybe your sample size isn't big enough to like.
Yeah, I don't think my sample size can like I really. But from what I've seen, men from Miami, they're really, really into themselves. Gotcha. I'm not big on a guy that's into himself. Like I gotta look at myself in the mirror more than you.
Like he can't take more selfies than you.
Right. Like dudes out here really be taking selfies.
If a dude that takes a selfie, it's a wrap, right?
It's not a wrap, but it's like, you know, like once in a while you could be feeling yourself and it's like, all right, cool. You look good. Take a little picture.
But I'm saying like selfie shit like this.
I don't know, man. Depends. If it's a picture you're sending to me, cool. But not to post it on the gram. Like, okay, I look. How handsome do I look today? You know, like, nah, I'm not with that. I don't know. I like my men to be masculine. Like that whole.
I mean, damn, we're gonna get a little deeper. But would you say like there's a trend right now, just overall, in just men like being less masculine?
Trend how?
Because like you said, okay, so you said you like your men to be masculine. I like my women to be feminine.
Right.
And right now, there's, you know, a lot of women have more masculinity almost than like feminine in a sense. Right. You know, you see what I'm saying?
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
You would agree?
Yeah, I do agree with that.
Why is that though? It feels like, tell me if I'm wrong, but it feels like women are getting more masculine and men are getting more feminine.
For sure. It's 2020, Casey. Well, we're learning y'all game. Like that whole thing of like, oh, you know, I'm going to accept it. I'm going to just No. We're more independent. Now women make more, a lot of women nowadays are making more moves than men. You know, and it's like, and that goes back to my point. When you have a woman that is making her own money, you can't tell her nothing.
Y'all do got it easy though, because
who's y'all?
Women, because a lot of shit moves based off aesthetic and look with social media and shit. So like, if you're an attractive female, you're like way more like, whether in any industry, whether it's more, you're gonna get more leads in real estate. You're gonna get more. You know what I mean? Like. I'm not gonna talk about OnlyFans, but you could do like I talk about it too much. But I'm saying you could do like it's so easy for y'all. You know what I'm saying? To just like your looks can get you anywhere right now.
It really can, especially going back, especially here in Miami, because Miami they talk about women in Miami like, oh, women in Miami are so beautiful, whatever, and it's like I feel like women in Miami, they're more sexier. And by sexy, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, because you're a man, but like I feel like women here, they show more skin, you know?
Right. I guess you could just attribute that to just the weather too.
The weather, but people see it. People that are in New York, they're like, oh, women over there are sexy because they're walking around however they're walking around, you know? So it's like.
A couple people have said to me, like, because a lot of videos I do, I'll be like in a white beater. And they'd be like, yo, put on a shirt. Like, yo, it's 98 degrees outside. And when I'm like just chilling, I'm in basketball shorts and a white beater and sandals. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But I don't know, man. We live in a different generation nowadays.
Yeah.
Like us millennials, we got a whole different, like, you know how you're talking about that old school type of love?
Yeah.
I don't think we're ever going to get that back. Not 100%, unless you find somebody that is in that same mentality, you know?
When you say old school, do you mean like marriage, like long lasting?
Marriage and everything people used to do back in the days. Like I remember my grandma telling me that my grandfather used to walk miles to go see her, to give her a letter. A love letter. Nowadays, it's like, all right, well, people just slide into your DMs, you know, and like, people are more easier to get a hold of, you know, and love is just different nowadays because you could like girl A, go scroll on your Instagram, see girl B, shoot your shot, you know,
if you got a blue check, Instagram is like Uber Eats for women. Like you just like, nah, for real.
Like, why do you say that?
Huh?
Why do you say that?
Because you can portray like, I hate that this is the real world, but this is just a fact. If you have a blue check, most women would attribute he's of higher value. He's valuable. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, you know, I said it before. It's a study. It was like the top 20% of men get 80% of the women. It's it's easier with social media. Everyone's connected. Like men before, they didn't have to like fight the devil so much. If I was in a relationship, temptation was not as prevalent. You know what I'm saying? Like I could, you know, like our parents' generation, they would go to work. They would kind of be like in their own bubble with their routine. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they'll see a beautiful woman, be like, oh my God, and it'll be like a thing of their day. You know what I'm saying? But when you have someone like, you know, in 2020, then you add them being like a nightlife and a DJ in the nightlife, you're literally like fighting the devil everywhere you go. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And that's the hardest thing.
You don't even got to be a DJ. You could be a regular, you know, guy and just be scrolling and just, you can shoot your shot at 500 women and see who actually accepts it. So I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not going to be the same. And like that whole like chasing the love, it's not. Because for what? Because if a woman says no, they're going to keep it moving. Or if a man says no, the woman's going to keep it moving. So yeah, it's not the same. It's not going to go back to how that 90s type of love or 80s.
I think, and people today don't want to like go through shit. So as soon as your relationship has like a trial or a tribulation, people want to give up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like they don't want to fight and stick it through. Like you have... See, I have a theory. You tell me if I'm wrong. Any girl that's in a relationship, right? She has that... There's guy B...
Oh yeah,
right.
Yeah,
and she's always looking at his stories. There's always a guy. You could be in the happiest part of your relationship, right? And there's still guy B that if this shit does go wrong, bomb. That's a DM away. That's a I face away. You know what I'm saying?
That's for sure. That's a given. That's a given.
So it's a fact that all women, even in a happy relationship.
I can't speak for all women, but for the most part, yeah, there's always that guy, even if it's not a guy that you know personally, but somebody that you're attracted to, and you're like, all right, I'm attracted to him. If whatever doesn't work out with me and my man, you know, I'll like a picture or I'll do whatever, you know, like, but I would like, you know, I wouldn't mind hooking up with him, you know? Yeah. Definitely a lot of women, women
have the temptation too, because before
we're human.
Yeah, but without social media and our parents, how did they do that before? It was like, oh my God, you know, fulano, that's the mechanic, you know, you think about him, or like there was no way to like check up on him, like secretly, you know what I'm saying? It's you fighting the devil.
We live in a whole different generation. That's why marriage nowadays is like, okay, are you getting married for love or for the cute Instagram pics? You know, like why are you getting married?
Do you care more about the wedding or the actual marriage?
Exactly. I carry, if whenever I get married, it has to be for love. Right. It can't be on some like, oh, I can't wait to post the pics and the honeymoon pics with the dope view and the infinity pool.
It's crazy. Like my grandma, like, you know, like she got married out of like pressure to be married because she was all, and at that age where it was like 23 or 21. If you were 21 and not married, it was like, you started to get that pressure. Yeah. And then she lived like her whole life, like not living her truth. You know what I'm saying? Not living. And our parents did that in that generation. You know what I'm saying? Our generation is more, you know.
You pick and choose.
And my mom calls it selfish. We're more selfish. We're more
selfish.
But I say it's almost selfish in a good way. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like we're more, I hate using this word, but we're more woke.
Oh, you use the word.
I know I use the word. I hate using it, but whatever. It is what it is. We're a generation that we're more woke. And it is what it is, you know, like, and yes, social media plays a huge role into our life, our life decisions. And
so are you the type to get mad if your man is like liking another girl's pic on IG?
You're not going to be liking another girl's page. Hell no. I mean, no, you're not doing that.
Damn.
Yeah, no, I'm territorial.
Are you like the private investigator? Like you have, let me ask you this. How many creep accounts do you have?
How many creep accounts?
Yeah, how many
Well, no, the thing is, my ex doesn't have an Instagram. So I don't got no creep account because I don't got to creep on nobody.
Oh, damn. So you really only have like one, you don't have like the fake account.
I got my Instagram and I got my GTR Realty Instagram and that's it. Like, I'm like, but that's the good thing.
So you would hit your homegirl up if you need to creep on somebody and get the
my sister. Like, yo. But I don't, you know, like, but that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, it's like, all right. Point is,
who's more of the private investigator, you or your sister?
Oh, me.
Okay.
For sure. Okay. Yeah. I know my ways. I have a degree in criminal justice law. So, and my friends, when we were in high school, they're like, yo, I need you to like investigate this girl for me. They're like my mom to this day, because I went into criminal justice because my mom wanted me to become a lawyer. Once I moved to Miami, I was like, nah, that's not my thing.
Yeah.
So anyways, so my mom is like, you should have gone into the FBI. Like, you should have done that, because you're really good at that. And I'm like, nah, you know, like.
I could see you being like a undercover like cop.
Yeah, I
like
could see myself
in like
doing that
CSI
too.
Miami or some shit.
I could see myself doing that too. Yeah, nobody would.
That's funny.
Yeah, I know my ways around certain things, information. Not trying to scare nobody or anything, I'm just saying. But you know, every woman is like that. It's every woman. You know how many people got them little fake accounts just creeping, or like they got that homegirl that's really good at finding out where was my man at 9 o'clock last night. Yeah, I don't do the whole following in a car thing, but
and then you follow all his homeboys that when they post, you make sure to see if your man's there. Like, I know y'all tricks, yo. I know your tricks. You're not gonna fool me.
Be like, yo, block my girl from seeing your story. But little do you know, she's in that creep account watching that account.
Damn. Yo, it's tough out here, fellas.
It
like,
is.
if you're gonna creep, be smart about it. You know what I mean?
Just don't creep.
No, I'm not advocating creeping.
Okay,
I would
good.
never do that. But I'm saying, if you are going to creep, yo, I've never cheated in my life.
Okay, that's good.
Have you?
No.
Never cheated in your life?
Never cheated in my life.
That's good.
Yeah.
You see, I'd rather just get out of the situation so I don't have the guilt of feeling like I cheated. You know
I
what I'm
feel
saying?
you on that. And I feel like a lot of men should think like that. Men and women. Because like you said, women now, we're having that same male mentality, you know? And women are cheating more than men.
Really?
Yeah. Women.
But see, it's a different type of cheating.
What do you mean?
Y'all, let me ask you this. So are men cheat out of just to have casual sex? Women cheat because there's something emotionally that's not working with, you know what I'm saying? So are you saying it's more women are cheating out of casual sex, like men? Because that's a man thing.
Both. Women are cheating because at the end of the day, going back to the whole independency, you know, women are becoming independent, 2020 thing.
Yeah.
Women want to experience other men. Even if they're in a relationship, I could see, and I've seen situations of women that are just like, oh, well, you know, he's fine. He doesn't live in the same city as I do. You know, I'm gonna do whatever, and my man don't gotta find out. Other people, they're like, you know what, I'm gonna get out of the situation before anything goes down.
But is that first scenario that you just said, is that because her relationship is like, you know, in jeopardy? Or women are just doing it for the thrill like men?
Just for the thrill.
Wow.
Again.
Put me on. I didn't know about this.
Again, not all women.
Right, be clear.
I gotta be clear because, again, I'm just telling you from people that I've seen doing these things.
Right.
And it's like, okay, why? You're in a happy relationship. From the outside looking in, a lot of people are in happy relationships, you know, and they're comfortable with that relationship. That's why they don't get out of that relationship. So if another guy comes along that they think is fine and they're attracted to, they want to get sexually involved with that person, and they don't live in the same city, they're going to do it and still stay with their man and be happily fine. I've seen it happen.
They're going to get flown out.
Oh, yeah.
Even if they haven't met the guy. The guy with the blue check, he plays for the Baltimore Ravens, let's say. And he says, yo, I got this flight for us in Jamaica. They've never met.
That's up to the woman, but I wouldn't be surprised. Because I'm telling you, that previous job that I had, I worked with a lot of women.
Oh, damn, that's right. You were in you were in the mix.
Yeah, not the mix, but like we did a lot of events. We sponsored a lot of big events.
Right.
And
but you see a lot of athletes, you see a lot of high profile guys.
I was in charge of all the influencers. So I would be around the athletes, the celebrities, you know.
So you've seen like the shady shit happen.
Girls, and I used to hire girls. I used to hire girls to be our models for whatever event. I've seen girls like literally just get into town, leave with one dude, and then, you know, I'm not going to put people's business out there. But I've seen it happen.
Don't say names.
No, but I've seen it happen. That it's like they got their men at home, but they're in another city. They're going to meet up with whoever it is with the little blue check and see what happens.
You see why men are scarred, like regular men? You know what I mean?
Do you see why women are scarred?
Yeah.
See, it goes both ways. That's why it's hard finding a genuine connection. Somebody that's truly there where you're at, you know?
I think you could find the connection, but what's hard to find is to make it last long.
Right.
That too. To tunnel vision and block out all the bullshit.
People get bored.
And like quick.
Like this.
Quick,
People
that thrill. There's nothing like that
men
thrill.
Men and women, they get bored. Mm-hmm. Especially if that new person is doing all the right things or the things that the person that you had before is not doing.
Especially that, yeah. Ooh.
Is a wrap. That's why, yes, you can find the connection. Maintaining it and making it last, that's a whole different ballpark.
Yeah.
You both gotta want it equally.
Yeah.
You know, because if one wants it more than the other, it's not gonna work out.
Yeah.
And I'm not no therapist, but I'm just seeing like the patterns in people that I know.
Yeah.
That it's like, all right, man, like that's what I don't want to do. That's what I am gonna do. You know, like it's little things you pick up.
That's another thing. Like we're so like around the industry that we're jaded. We see all this shit, and that fucks with our brain.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
it does, cause you see it.
I got Eliza Lopez in here. Yo, plug your social media. Are your DMs open right now or are they closed?
What do you mean by that?
Just for the listeners, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, for the listeners, yeah, anybody can hit me up. If you're looking to buy, sell, rent, or invest, hit me up.
If you're looking to buy, yo, that's your line, isn't it? That's your go-to.
That's my go-to. Nah, okay. Because it's true. You got to keep it simple.
Okay.
My DMs are open for that. Anything else, do not hit my DM. I don't got time. People be hitting me up with trying to talk to me with little lines. I'm like, man, listen, I'm working. You know, like I don't got time to be.
You're always working. That's like your default.
Okay, see, the thing is, like, when you got nobody that's like, when you got to make sure you reach your goals, and it's like you don't got rich parents, inheritance, and the whole shebang, you got to make it happen for you.
Facts.
You know, if not, who's going to do it? You know, like, okay, maybe I get a rich, you know, but I'm not thinking about that. Like, okay, I'm waiting for somebody to save me.
Right.
You know, like, if they come, cool. But if not, then I know I'm good.
Right.
You know, and I feel like a lot of people should just keep that in mind.
Okay, so here's my next question. Would you rather have the rich boyfriend who's like a little obese or the fit boyfriend who's super in shape but broke?
Well, it depends who I'm in love with.
that wasn't one of that.
No, I like my man to be fit.
Okay.
But if you're broke, we're going to work on that because you can't be broke. Let
me ask you this. Could you make more money than your man?
Could I? Yes, as long as his is not like, wait.
No, it's like, yeah.
Yeah, that where it balances out.
I can't. I'll be honest. I couldn't do it. I couldn't be with a girl who makes more than me.
Why? A man thing? Like,
because you know how I said I like that old school vibe where like the man provider. Is the, right. I know I'm not going to be able to get that in 2020. Mm-hmm. It's very hard. It hurts my ego too much. I could admit it. Yeah. Like I could, you know, I have no shame in admitting it.
And that's hard too, because it's like, all right, you meet a girl, she's cool, she's funny, she's smart, but she makes more money than you. So what, you're gonna stop talking to her because she makes more money than you?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah, yo, I know my own faults, I know my own defects, right. And you know, whether it's because I'm a Scorpio, I don't know, but I like control. And not to say I like to control people, but I like to know that I have the control. Mm-hmm. If I don't like to abuse the control, but I like to know that I have it. Right, you know what I'm saying? So.
And honestly, in a long-lasting relationship, one thing that I know is going to help your relationship is if the woman feels secure, not just secure as in safety, but secured as in financially. Like, okay, she's making her money, but she knows that if she, God forbid, loses her job, got her back. Or you guys have kids, like, she can rely on you.
Right. The machine doesn't stop.
That's the worst, man. Yeah. When you're in a relationship and like you're making more money than your man, and it's like, yo, like, are you gonna help me out?
You've had that
something
before?
No. But I'm saying like that. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't want to be in that situation. Right. You know, it's like I want to make sure that I can rely on you as a man, as a provider. A lot of men are comfortable nowadays, and they're cool. Like, do not get comfortable. No matter what you're working on, you may have your thing. Mm-hmm. You know that's what you're good at. Mm-hmm. Cool. But branch out and see what else is out there to make more money. I think social media and technology is such a big distraction that, like, especially men and women, they get caught up in, like, they put more focus in portraying that image on social media. You know what I'm saying? That they forget about, like, the real hustle and, like, real money and but real income. But at the same time, if you're smart, you use that social media outcome, that outlet to make money. You know? So, yes, social media could be portrayed as something negative. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, you can use it to make money. Whether you're DJing, selling real estate, whatever you're doing, you can start selling hats. You know, social media even has the swipe now thing. Yeah, you could sell whatever. Like, you could sell whatever you want. If you're not out there trying to make more money than what you're already making, like branching out from what you already do, then what are you doing? Yeah. You know? Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. No man, if he's the skinny broke guy or the obese rich guy, that little skinny, that fit broke guy, nah, you can't come to me looking all good and being in shape but having no money. Like, yo, but you're on Instagram. If you're on Instagram, start selling something. Yeah. Offer services or something. Start cutting hair. I don't know. Do something. Yeah. You know? So there's ways around it, man.
Okay, so what people tell me is now is the best time ever to borrow money. Borrowing money is the cheapest it's ever been as far as getting loans and shit.
Yeah.
Can you speak to like to the lending game on?
The interest rates are very low. So yes, like the loan officer, mortgage brokers that I know, they're balling out right now. If you go and get your mortgage broker license, you're going to make some real money because people are taking out money, taking out loans, and the interest rates are very low. And I mean, I'm all for it. Right now is the time to buy houses because the interest rates are low. If you can, you know? So that's another perk of the current market situation with real estate.
Okay. And what's the deal with like the real estate in Miami right now? Like, where do you specialize in? Where do you farm most?
Everywhere. I'm not.
Yeah, I've been seeing you like in Weston, and then I'll see you like.
That's what I'm saying. Like in real estate, they teach you got to farm in one location. No, I got clients from all over the place. Like I sold places in downtown, Pinecrest, Weston, Sunrise. You know, like all over the place. So I'm like, all right, well, I don't got one farming area. I'm familiar with, you know, with Broward and Dade. That's it. You know, like South Florida.
Could you see yourself living out west, like in the family, like the Weston Pines, like Doral, like over there?
Yeah, for sure. That's a great place to raise children, like to live once you have a family. Yeah, the houses there are nice too. Pines.
Have you seen that? Because my mom lives right next to that botanical shit in Weston. Have you seen those?
Oh yeah.
Yo, I tried to like go in there and they were like, yo, what are you doing? That shit is like getting into like Mexico. That shit is like some different shit.
Those are nices. Those are really nice, but
what do you like right now? Like market wise, like what areas are you?
I like definitely Pembroke Pines.
Okay.
But there's not a lot of inventory in Pembroke Pines because the schools are grade A schools. So that's what people, when they have family, that's what they look for. The first thing they look for is schools, to be in a good school area. So Pembroke Pines, I personally love Miami. So I like Kendall. The houses out there are a little bit higher than, I don't know, say you go to Hialeah, Miami Gardens, but it's clean, it's nice, and you find your houses with backyards. That botanical place you were talking about? Yeah. Nice, but it doesn't have a lot of backyards.
Got you.
So, you know, there's a lot,
but they had the patios on the roof and shit. I seen people like...
See, if I have children, you got to think. I mean, it's also your own personal choosing and preference, right? Like, if I have a family, husband, 2 kids, and a dog, I want a backyard. And for the cost of what that community that you mentioned, for what they cost, you can go elsewhere and get an acre lot, like facts. More land. Because
I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but that type of architecture doesn't exist anywhere else in South Florida. That's like LA shit. That's like Cali shit.
Doral has a community that is like that too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, but no backyard.
Right.
You have the rooftop, but no backyard. And it's like, all right, you know, I wouldn't want to live with my family, so with children.
You see yourself living like the condo life out east until you get married, have children, then you would go west.
Yeah, I feel more secured in a condo. You know, that whole vibe. And if I got to go downstairs to get whatever.
Like built-in security and shit.
Yeah, built-in security.
Those HOAs though. Like,
that's why I wouldn't buy a condo. That's why, at least not in downtown. The HOA, because you have HOA fees and maintenance fees. So depending, like downtown, it depends on if it's an investment property, I'll do it. For investment properties, yes, because it'll pay for that. You know, whatever rent, or if you Airbnb it out, which there's a lot of money in that right now, it'll pay for those fees, right? And your mortgage. Depending on how much you put down. It is a lot that goes into factor. But overall...
But those HOAs almost be like another mortgage.
Yeah, so you got to take... That's a lot of thing. A lot of people need to think about, okay, when you're calculating your expenses, when you're going to buy a house, you got to think about the mortgage, how much you want to pay for, right? And if it has an association. Because, for example, Pembroke Pines has a lot of communities that don't have associations. And the streets are beautiful and clean.
Out west in general, like Weston Pines, Kendall even.
Yeah, even Kendall. But there's a lot of communities that do have associations. And you have to pay that additional 100, 200, 300, depending on the community. Because if it's a higher end community, you're looking at 500. So
I think I'm gonna do it for a year and get it out of my system.
What
like live in Brickell, live in like Edgewater,
I'm surprised. Yeah, you should do it
because I own this.
Okay, so rent it out, fix it up, rent it up.
That's the thing. I mean, it's already renovated, it's already fixed up, but the thing is that they only allow out of these 90 units, like 10 to be rented out at once. So there's like a waiting list.
Oh yeah. Especially with Hard Rock being right there, that's not bad. That's a good location.
That's why I bought this shit from a Vieja. Like
Wow.
5 years ago, there was green carpet, nasty white walls.
No, the place
popcorn
looks
ceilings.
good.
I put 20, so I bought it cash, and then I waited, like I lived in this shit for like 3 years, saved up and put into the renovations, did the kitchen, did the bathroom, you know, did the ceiling, put the floors and everything. And then I was waiting for the construction to be done with the Hard Rock. And then boom.
Yeah, it added value to it. Of course.
People are telling me that, so I'm like, and people are telling me, bro, some old viejo comes in and tells me, yo, like a real estate guy, he's like, yo, put your house on the market right now, I'll get you.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of times they list the property at a certain price, they overvalue it because you're going to come somebody that's going to give you an offer.
It always has to be that first apartment that gets sold really high to start the trend of everything going back up.
So then by this apartment being sold at, let's just say you sell, it adds value to all the other units that are here.
So what he was telling me is that this was the play. He was telling me, when I get you this, you're going to get another one in this neighborhood right away. And by the time you close, we'll already have the renovators in there and doing it.
That's a stupendous idea.
You know?
It really, really, really is a good idea.
So what I might do is take maybe 20,000 from that and just live in Brickell real quick and like get that out of my system while I'm a bachelor.
That's where I'm at right now too. That's how I'm like, yeah, you got to get that out of your system.
Yeah.
At this age and where you're at in life, you got to get out of your system. It sucks because you're thinking, okay, I'm going to pay X amount.
$20,000 for a year. Like you know, at least like.
Right. But get out of your system. Cool. Or you can put that as a down payment and get a condo in Edgewater. Because Edgewater, the prices are a little bit lower.
Yeah.
You know, you're not going to get...
That's where I was looking.
Yeah, in Brickell, forget it.
No, I don't want to live in Brickell.
But Edgewater, you could definitely find something, put $20,000 down and you're good. And you still get out of your system. You're still in downtown.
Yeah. And then that way I don't have to live in the place that's going to get renovated and do all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So you might want to reconsider spending that rent in Brickell and just taking that money, buying a condo in Edgewater.
Oh, you're saying buy in Edgewater?
Yeah, buy in Edgewater.
How much are they in it? Like, how much is like a 2-2? Like 300?
Less than that.
What?
Less than that. You could find less than that.
But see, now we can talk about the HOAs. The HOAs be like
that's
6.
Right. But there's so many buildings in Edgewater, and right now, if you find the right opportunity, like I could start sending you listings, and I do that with a lot of people, you know, just so they can see what's in the market. I'll send you listings, and if I know exactly that you're looking for a condo in Edgewater, right, that the HOAs are low, you're gonna put say $20,000 down. I'll do the calculations and send you whatever makes sense with those numbers, but in Edgewater. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So a lot goes into play. Yes, HOA fees are higher in downtown, the greater downtown area. So by the arena, you know, those buildings that are across from it.
Yeah, once you hit the other side,
Right. Edgewater, not so much. You know, yes, you have HOA fees, but they're not as high as downtown.
I might even be down to like, I feel like even more north a little bit.
Yeah.
Like north of Edgewater, like not even Little Haiti. Like, I mean, even like when you get to like 50th, if you stay like around Biscayne, there's some nice buildings.
Anything that's off of Biscayne, you're all set. And then if you want to, okay, listen, I have this whole game plan.
Put me on.
We gotta have a talk because that's exactly where I'm at right now. Mentally, is like, all right.
What do you mean? Look, like as far as like buying?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Buy a condo downtown. You live in it for however amount of time you want to live in it. If you want to, you don't have to. You could stay living here, right? And then what you do is you rent it out. You got to make sure it's a building that accepts short-term rentals. Right.
Okay. And do we want to find something that needs to be renovated? Or
minor renovations.
Okay.
You know, like, yes, a lot of buildings, they're going to need some type of renovation, whether it's like paint and update, I don't know, cabinets or something. But it's the, you know, at the end of the day, I have a friend, he lives in New York. He bought Airbnbs or condos in Sunny Isles, beat up condos. He fixed it up. He went to Ross. You know the store, Ross? He bought mad like decorations and everything, and he hooked it up. And now it looks beautiful for pictures for the gram. Like it looks beautiful. And he shows me like his Airbnb calendar booked back to back. And that pays. And obviously whenever there's a big event here in Miami, hopefully
that equals more than regular rent, right?
Yes. So that's why. And then even if you have a family member that one day comes into town, you have your place. You can, you know, so that whole thing of like buying and investing, you have $20,000, put it in a property, you know, rent it out Airbnb or put in one of those websites. But yeah, no. And in downtown, you're buying the view.
But then it's like, I want that. Yeah, I was going to say, like, if you get a cheap condo in Edgewater, it probably won't be the water view.
No,
Like I need 1 year of like open my just 1 year. Like
I know, Casey.
I feel like the energy will be different for me.
Yeah,
like,
no, you do whatever your heart desires. But at the end of the day, think wisely.
Think business.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, we're not getting any younger. We're getting older.
Facts.
Where's your money going?
Facts.
You know, and if you could say I own 2 properties, or live in one and then be renting out the other one, and you don't have to worry about if another wave of COVID comes through, and then you have to worry about, okay, well, where am I going to make my money? Airbnb is still open. And even if you don't do Airbnb, you can connect with a realtor, any type of realtor, and be like, yo, you know, like anybody that wants to rent out my place, let me know.
You do rentals too?
Yeah, I do rentals. And I got a lot of people right now that are coming. They're buying those $64 flights from New York to down here, and they need Airbnb. And at one point, Airbnb was closed. Like, nobody could do any bookings. So they were looking for properties to go and stay for their little vacation. And there was
everything
nothing.
is closed. Who's coming on vacation? Like, there's a lot of people.
No, there's hotels that are open.
No, but I'm saying you could find somewhere to stay. But I'm saying, what are you gonna do here right now? Everything is closed.
Listen, anybody that's coming from up north that are living on top of each other, because you know they live first floor, second floor, third floor. They come over here. They got a single family house with a pool. They're cool. They just buy food, snacks, drinks, and they're chilling. And the flights are $64.
And you chicks coming over here just getting on Fulano's boat that you don't even know who he is. One of you chicks is gonna turn into the movie Taken. Y'all need to
what?
Y'all need to like be careful whose boat you're getting on.
Yo, that's another thing.
How many boats have you been on during the pandemic?
I've been in 2 boats, but not Fulano's boats.
Right.
It's people that I know. 2 boats, but this pandemic is a whole different way.
I feel like water sport business is like getting popping now. I want to get a jet ski. And first of all, every guy in nightlife is renting out yachts right now.
Yeah, like, yachts. You see it all the time on my Insta story. Yacht, 2 hours, $2,000, 3 hours.
That's like the IG models. Like when shit closed, they do real estate.
Right.
Like, but
that's true. Yeah,
that's like, you know,
I've seen mad girls getting into real estate, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna see you right now posting your cute pictures.
Tutu, you know, hit me up with the little notepad and shit.
Yeah, and it's like, bruh, until you gain the experience, do not. This is people's biggest investment in life, a house. Yeah, you know, some people buy their forever homes. Yeah, if you don't know what the heck you're doing. Yeah. You know, make sure you have, and I get it, you get your license, you have to promote yourself. Cool. But make sure that whatever realtor you're working with is experienced. You know, and if they're not experienced and you want to work with that realtor to help her out, make sure she has a broker, somebody that's helping her. Word. Because it's a lot that goes into play. Netflix has a show called Selling Sunset in LA. Right, so it's glitz and glam. Everybody's wearing their lubes, tight little dresses, glam hair, makeup. Bro, I go out to show properties like this: jeans, a t-shirt, a blazer, and some sneakers.
And a fucking mask.
And a mask. Why? Because we're doing a lot of walking around, right? The weather too. You know, you're walking the backyard if they haven't cut their grass. You know, like you're doing all this walking around with these clients, and it's like I can't wear loops. I tried that once. And that didn't work out. So all these girls are seeing that, and they think it's like, oh yeah, you know, I'm gonna be driving my little Ferrari and like white BMW luxurious. And da-da-da. It's like, nah, man. But then you got mad paperwork to do. You know, like I'm telling you, if you're gonna get into real estate because you like the industry, you've done your research, you've talked to plenty of realtors that can guide you. You know, because again, there is a lot of money in real estate, but just know that it's not all glitz and glam. There's paperwork that you got to do. There's research you got to do. This is people's personal information. You're working with their bank statements, with everything. I got your whole life in my hands and my computer file, pretty much. So just take that into consideration. A lot of money, yes, but you know, at the end of the day, it got to be something that you enjoy, something that you're willing to learn more of, because real estate changes constantly. You know. The market could be up right now, could go down tomorrow. We don't know, especially now. So yeah, that's my advice to anybody that wants to get into real estate.
What's the most expensive crib you sold?
$3.6 million.
Damn, hold on. I hate to like be in your pockets right now, but you get 3% of that, right?
So, okay, 3%, and then my broker takes a percentage, and then I get a percentage.
I failed algebra, so I'm not gonna do the math. I'm not gonna like be in your pockets.
The commission is really nice. It's really nice. I've sold a few $1 million homes now.
It was a condo?
No, a house.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So you're getting ready to buy your first spot? Like, are you looking personally for yourself?
Yes, but as an investment property.
So not to live in it?
No.
Okay.
Investment property.
To just rent it out?
No, like I'll live in it maybe for a short time. Right now, I could buy 2 properties.
Talk your shit.
Right.
Man, yo, talk your shit, E.
No, it's not that. See, that's why you gotta work hard, man. Because anybody that don't know, like I don't got a blue check, but you know, and I don't put my business out there, as you know. So I was like, okay, I need to start putting more content on my Instagram so people can know. But at the same time, it's like, do I really want to do that? Anyways, point is, right now, I'm searching for an investment property. I am going to purchase my forever home. Right. Yeah. But I don't think I'm there yet until I know what's going to happen. You know, like, I'm like, okay, I'm reaching that age. Like, am I going to get married? I mean, you know, like,
you're
it's
definitely
like
going to stay in Miami, though?
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
Man, I've been to all these cities, Houston, LA, New York. And I'm like, you know, when you go to a new city, I'm like, do you see yourself living here? And there's no place I see myself living besides Miami. And I love LA. I love Texas. Like Houston, specifically Houston and Austin. I wouldn't move back to Boston, but there's no place I would live.
I love Miami.
Yeah,
I love Miami.
I love it. It's so diverse, and you have the Latino culture. Yeah, you know, it's like a melting pot.
Right.
You have everybody.
It's like a Caribbean melting pot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got your Spanish, English, whatever.
It's literally a different world, though.
Yeah.
And people don't understand it. Like the rest of the country, like doesn't understand. Like it's good and it's bad too. You know what I'm saying?
Why is it bad?
Because, okay, for example, say you want to, you know, do something like, okay, it's bad. For example, this podcast is going to be harder to pop from here than it would be in LA or New York because like Miami culture, you know what I'm saying? Is people don't understand, like, you know, whether it's slang or whether the way we talk, it's like New Yorkers could relate to people from Boston, to people from Detroit, to people from Philly, you know what I'm saying? Atlanta, they could relate to people from Houston down south, you know what I'm saying? LA, they could relate to the Bay, they could relate to, you know, over there. But over here, we're literally like in our own little, we relate more. I always say Miami is more like another country in the Caribbean than it is another city in the United States. Yeah. So we're literally like our own country. Like,
but you know what? You know why I see potential, say in this podcast? Because a lot of people want to know what Miami is about. People are intrigued by Miami. You tell anybody you live in Miami, oh shoot, you live in Miami? You know, like that's dope. Or like, how is it? You know, how's this? How are the girls? How are the beaches?
Well, that's the goal, is for this to be like an audio vacation for people.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
Like,
yeah, this is definitely has the potential to be.
But which is my problem right now is trying to balance, like, unfortunately, like the ratchet shit is what gets the views. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I don't want to be like the ratchet and just. But have you like got all a good mix,
because you talk about. I've listened to the other recordings.
That's what
you
I'm trying to maintain.
About professional people that are doing their thing, but then you also talk about relationships. You know, whatever's going, the ratchet stuff. You know, here and there, you kind of like blend it in.
But you
so
feel
it works out.
Right, but you feel me? It's like, whether the dude who has 2 girlfriends or the porn star, whatever, those views, and then I'll, you know, want to interview an NFL agent, or they're the views don't compare. You know what I'm saying? It's like I have to sacrifice like going after views and to like have the balance of me not looking to, you know what I mean? Right.
But I feel like people get a little bit of everything on this podcast, you know? And I think it's a great thing that what you're doing, because I was listening to the other ones. And I'm like, oh shit, the porn star, or, you know, the dancer.
I was like, damn, no, I don't want Eliza to think that, like, you know, based off certain clips you may see that like this shit is like some wild shit. I mean, it is some wild shit, but like.
And I'm okay, first of all, just because I'm always working don't mean I'm a little nun. Like, I could be ratchet and I could talk my shit sometimes, you know, so it's cool.
Okay.
It works out. It works out.
Forgive me. You do give me that. You do give me like that, you know, like, which is why you come across different to me. Like, I don't think innocent is the word, but like, but you come across wholesome. You know, you come.
I appreciate that. I try to maintain. No, that's what I'm saying. I hope a lot of people don't get that image of me that is just like, okay, well, you're always talking about that you're working. You know, it's like.
I mean, you do.
Yes, but that don't mean I'm boring. You know, that don't mean that I'm not hip. That don't mean that I could talk my shit. Yeah. That don't mean I don't curse. That don't mean I don't go out. I do go out. Right. I know people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't be in the mix like that.
Yeah. Tell everybody where they could follow you.
They could follow me at Eliza D. Lopez _ on Instagram.
Her DMs are closed, y'all. So
wait, hold on, pause. If you're trying to buy, sell, rent, or invest.
But that's not what I was referring to. That's not what I was. Her DMs are closed. You know, there's no line you can come up with. Do you have what? Do you have a DM that sticks out to you? That, like, you know, that, first of all, do you go in the, like, you have your DMs, right? But then you have that other swipe of like the DMs, the request. It's nasty in there. Like, what does it look like in there for you? Like,
No, you know what? I feel like because I don't post like crazy pictures, it's not like crazy. I get a lot of compliments. Like people trying to compliment me and stuff like that. I did have some crazy person talking about, where are you right now? They're like, well, that's why I stopped posting my view, because somebody was like, oh, a random.
What do you mean your view?
Of where I live.
Oh.
Yeah, because somebody DM'd me talking about, oh, where are you right now? I opened it, but I didn't respond. And they're like, oh, I'm in South Beach. I'm about to head downtown right now, right? So I seen it. I'm like, all right, maybe this person, whatever. Then he was like, oh, I seen the lights are on. I was like, bruh.
What?
First of all, I live in a high floor.
Secondly, so he probably saw like a building that you were like in one of your videos, one of your posts. Yeah. He probably saw like either the arena or something. Yeah. It was like counted like.
Bro, I was like, what kind of stalker shit is this? He literally said, I seen the lights are on. My lights were on. I'm like, nah, there's gotta be somebody messing with me. It gotta be somebody messing with me.
Damn.
But yeah, I got a lot of psychos and people calling my line too. Like they literally call my phone. So
are you even open to talking to guys through Instagram that you don't know?
If it's somebody that I see the pictures and there's no baby mama or wife or girlfriend. Baby mama is a deal breaker? No, it's not a deal breaker. But like how sometimes a lot of guys post pictures with their girls and then like, oh no, that's just my baby mama. Mm-hmm. And it's like, we don't got nothing, we just had a kid together, that's it. But there's pictures there. I'm not into that.
So a guy with a kid is not a deal breaker? No,
it's not a deal breaker. I prefer for a man not to have a child, but if you can't control who you fall in love with. If I find a guy that I'm attracted to and there's connection and chemistry there and they have a kid, whatever, it is what it is. I would prefer not to, because I want that first child experience. I
always used to say like I was like that, with closed-minded in that regard, to where like if it would be a deal breaker, but now I'm like getting a little open to it. You know what I mean? But still, like I don't know, maybe I'm just selfish. Like I want like her first to be my first.
Right. That's how I felt too. I was like, I want that experience. My child to be his child and his everything and stuff like. But whatever, it is what it is. If you find somebody you're attracted to and they have kids, fine.
Run it.
Yeah. So.
Not 2 kids, right?
I mean, listen, my dad had like 5 kids when he met my mom, and they were married for a lot of years.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna come and sit here like, nah, I would prefer no children, but if I do fall for somebody who has children, then it is what it is.
All right. There it is. Eliza Lopez, you plugged your social media already. Boom. I appreciate you coming through.
Thank you for having me, Casey. Dope. I've had fun.
Thank you. We did like an hour and 30 minutes. Fire.
Something like that.
All right, bomb.